Hi everyone, it's Grandmaster LT bringing you some commentary for Topspin 4.
15
This match here, going up against, if my memory is correct, it's Servant Valier.
30 love.
I'm gonna probably be talking more about sort of my my strategy, my plans on the match.
40 love.
As you can see, this guy definitely has really good serve.
Game, player 2. Player 2 leads his one game.
My greatest strength, I think, is basically my defense and my stamina. So going against this guy, my strategy was just basically trying to outlast him. So in this case, trying to get as long rallies as I can, because I know as a Valier, he's just not going to be able to stand in from the baseline. But yeah, this match was pretty close. You can see I'm just kind of waiting, trying to keep the rallies going, but he's definitely trying to pressure me, trying to get me to make mistakes, which I did right there.
40,
Obviously,
50.
my advantage is staying from the baseline. You see, when he gets an opportunity, he'll try to jump in as much as possible. So I did throw in a couple of those lobs to kind of at least make him think twice about coming in.
One game off.
Another thing about this this character that I'm going up against, he is a lefty, so from the ad court side definitely is really difficult for me, because my character is right-handed and one-handed. So in this case, every time he went wide, he basically got me off the court.
30 love.
But I definitely felt like I had a shot of getting points from the do side, since every time he tried serving, he would probably serve into the middle of the court, which is pretty good for me, since I get pretty good court position. But anyways, he's definitely serving well, and I think he's won his 2 service game at love, so... See, he's always trying to get in a little bit closer, so you see here that I just kind of threw in a lob.
15 love.
See, another lob there.
30 love.
But yeah, it definitely seems like the server has the advantage, because when I'm serving against a Servant Valier, I do my best just to force them to stay back, which is to my advantage. And the longer the rally goes, obviously the better it is for me.
40 love. Game, player 1.
Got a little bit lucky there with that
2 games
serve.
off.
As you can see, I'm starting to get a good feel on that deuce side. I'm able to kind of slice across court, give me enough time to get back into the court. But as you can see here,
15
on the ad side, it's definitely a lot more difficult. Again, I'm doing that slice cross court. In this case,
30,
he
15.
finally is kind of going right at me, and then he gets his ace there.
40 15.
Definitely have my work cut out for me. You see how he's backing up now. He's randomly backing up because he knows that I'm gonna do that lobbing.
40-30.
So this is the first time I've actually, gotten a couple points on his serve. So that was a pretty good sign for me, even though I did lose that point.
Player 2 leads 3 games to 2.
So it definitely seems like we're gonna be heading into a tiebreak. And yeah, it could definitely go either way.
30 love.
I think with tiebreaks, whoever really just gets the early lead tends to hold on. Because there's definitely a lot more pressure in a tiebreak.
40 love.
Definitely mishit that one. And finally going with the up there.
Player 1. 3 games all. Tiebreak.
I definitely had a chance to get that point, but obviously I made a mistake. I probably should have just locked there.
1-0. Player 2.
Definitely seems like he is mishitting quite a bit right there, so
1-all.
it's definitely good for me. One thing that the other guy's done right is basically he's just tried to keep the rally short. So in case you look at right there, stamina wise, if you look at his meter, it's actually, his health bar is still pretty good compared to, it's very comparable against mine, and really my character has a really high stamina.
3-2.
First mini break there. So really the pressure's on him to try to break me back. And you can see right there, he did take pretty big risk gambling that go cross court. I think at this point, I'm definitely feeling a lot more comfortable because I know he has to hold both his serves, and I also have an extra, mulligan there. If I make a mistake, we're still on serve.
5-4. Player 1.
It's pretty, my strategy pretty much the same. Just keep it deep. Just try to get those long rallies. And you see his meter starting to go down a little bit more and more. And I definitely think it will have an effect on the second set.
Game in first set. Player 1.
Yeah, I definitely think it is a little bit more demoralizing for the other guy losing that tiebreaker, because he knows stamina-wise it's not going to get any easier in that second set, and my character can pretty much go the full distance. I'm just trying to go straight down the line, side to side. Force him to, yeah, lob there.
15 love.
You see more and more his health bar going down.
Love.
Yeah, you see him just basically going down the line pretty much every single time to force him to move. So I'm not really that intimidated with, you know, his offense on the baseline. More and more you can see his health bar dropping down halfway. And if you can see my health bar, it's pretty much constantly at green. So I'm definitely more than happy just to have these type of rallies.
Player 1. Player 1 leads 1 game to love.
I give him credit, he's still pretty tough to break serve. As you can see him, his volleying is definitely a combination of his high serve and high volume. He's definitely trying to shorten those points on his serve, at least.
30-15.
But definitely as the match have gone on, like, it gets, I think for him, it gets a little bit harder for him to keep holding serve.
Game, player 2.
Yeah, definitely pretty good at the serve. You definitely get quite a few aces.
Love.
So far he hasn't really done that much to threaten my serve. I've pretty much had a safe 30 love, 40 love. So at this point I'm just feeling pretty confident. Plus, I know even if I do make a mistake, I do have that super tiebreaker in that third set. And I know by that time, the third set, his character is going to be, definitely his stamina is going to be a lot lower.
Game, player 1. Player 1 leads 2 games to 1.
See, on the ad side, I just didn't really have an answer for that. He could always just kind of slide it wide, force me out, and then he can just put away the easy volley. That's probably my one of my biggest weaknesses, I think, is just my return to serve. I give up maybe a little bit too many aces, and I'm just falling out of court. So I definitely have to work on that.
Love 15.
You know, I was getting a little bit nervous losing that first point, because I know if he breaks me, then he'll most likely hold serve. But it was good getting that 15-15 point.
15-30.
Yeah, I can definitely feel the pressure going down 15-30. I was definitely lucky there. If that had stayed in, that probably would have been a very bad position.
40-30.
Definitely, if I can hold serve, I could feel a lot more comfortable because I know at least I'm going into a tiebreaker.
Game,
2 tiebreakers,
player
right?
one.
The second set tiebreaker,
Player one
and even if I do lose, I get another
leads
chance at a
2-2.
super tiebreaker. Yeah, I give this guy credit. He's pretty balanced. I mean, a lot of serve and volley are pretty much will just jump in the entire time, but this guy is willing to stay back and kind of wait for his opportunity.
30 love. $30-15.
And by this point, I was a little surprised his stamina was actually still not too bad, considering sometimes I could still see that he had green and not yellow there on his meter. You can also see how pretty much his meter is just about empty just after that rally.
30 all.
Yeah, it was a little unfortunate that net court there because, yeah, completely mistimed that. Definitely wasn't expecting it to hit the net there.
Game, player 2.
Yep, going to second set tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker.
So it's just going to see who kind of cracks first. You can see he is kind of a little bit more timid, not really wanting to go in because he knows that most likely I'll either get it by him or hit the log.
1-0. Player 1.
I was definitely lucky there.
2-0. Player 1.
He did make a pretty nice comeback there, getting
Player
that
one.
point. Keep staying close into that second set tiebreak.
2 all.
Definitely guessed right there.
3,
I could have moved,
2.
but I just
Player
decided
one.
just to stay still. That's usually my strategy when there's a serve and volley. I'll try to hit the ball really short and try to slice it short, force them to hit a weaker volley. But this guy, he definitely did kind of crouch, get right into the net, and just kind of attack the ball before it dropped down. Obviously, at this point, it looks like, yeah,
Player 1.
had that 4 match points. Definitely in cruise control there. Yep, it was a good match. If you have questions or comments, please leave it under the comment section below. If you liked the video, please click on the like button. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe.